show them how we got that dance scholarship, Mary. I said, where are the white boys with mommy issues at? Where are the white boys with mommy issues at? Breaking news, Socks! Mary from that famous couple, Brandon and Mary, claims that she has colon cancer and set up a donation page the same day that she found out this news. Last night, Mary posted, "This is the most scary moment in my life, finding out I have colon cancer. Please, God, guide me. I don't want to die. I want to spend my life with midnight." I was scrolling on IG when I saw this. It stopped me in my tracks because cancer has affected everyone's life. I'm sure that we all know someone that has passed because of cancer, and it's evil and we hate it. Now, the bad news is, because we've seen Mary lie both on and off the show 90 Day Fiancé, a lot of fans don't believe her story and think that she's the girl who cried wolf in this scenario for a number of reasons that I'm gonna cover throughout this video, so make sure you stay until the end. Side note though, does anyone else find it funny that she didn't mention White Knight Brandon in her story post and Just Midnight? Thanks for the house, Brand Lame.
We pretty much used like all the money I had left to build that.
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
On a more serious note though, like the majority of y'all, I was concerned for Bobby's health, so I headed over to her donation page that she made the same day that she found out this news. Help Mary financially for her colon cancer. So far, she's raised over $1,000, which is surprising because she provides no documentation from the doctor that she in fact has colon cancer, went in there for a visit. In fact, the picture that she used is from when she was giving birth to her daughter, Midnight. The campaign story reads, "Hi, I'm Mary Denuncio. I'm from 90 Day Fiancé the other way. I want to ask for help regarding with my colon cancer. I've been diagnosed with colon cancer yesterday, February 17, 2024. I didn't know I have colon cancer until yesterday. I started pooping blood when I was in high school. I thought it's normal and it's stopped for a long time, but it comes back when I was in college and it stops again, and now I poop blood back. I'm scared of the surgery after my C-section, but the doctor said IG needs to be removed before it's too late. I don't have financial support. I'm the only one working in the family and supporting my family. I hope you will help me. Any amount will help me a lot. Please don't judge me. I don't want to die. I want to spend my whole life with my daughter." Okay, so right away, the "please don't judge me" is very interesting for a number of reasons. No one is gonna judge you for having cancer. I think people judge you on the internet because of the way you move and the antics that you and Brandon have done both on and off camera that we've covered on our YouTube channel. So if you want to get caught up with the lore, please check out those old videos.
The behavior was, as long as she had money, she was great.
Before we continue reviewing this Dogwater TV show, I'd like to tell you about today's video sponsor, Misplay. Misplay is a free-to-use loyalty app for mobile gamers. Their highly engaged community is made up of millions of users looking to discover new games and get rewarded as they play. So make sure to download and use Misplay on your mobile device. Let's be real, if you're gonna game anyway, you might as well get rewarded for it. Don't want to pull a Brand Lame now, do we? As y'all can see, there's a wide variety of games and genres to choose from. Whether you're trying to live out that idle fantasy, build your own world, play shooting games, Misplay has you covered. And the best part, hands down, is once you have enough units from gaming, you can redeem them for gift cards. And when the order is processed, you'll receive your gift card via email. I usually play games on Misplay after I work out, I shower, and I'm just laying on my couch chilling. My favorite game on there is Royal Match because I do be liking those puzzle games. It helps me put my brain on cruise control, if that makes sense. Visit misplay.com/wetsock and use my code WETSOCK50 in the app for an additional 50 free points. The code is valid for new users only and the app is free, so happy gaming, y'all.
But when the money wasn't around, she wasn't great. It was, I'm leaving you, we're breaking up, I can't do this anymore, you're not my boyfriend, block, delete, for days.
"Please don't judge me, I don't want to die" is a very interesting phrase because let's walk through this for a second. So if any of us have colon cancer, are we making a donation page the same day that we find out? Probably not. Right away, that's suspicious. And I see why a lot of fans of the show are taken aback by that. Number two, you say that you pooped blood in high school and in college, but you thought it was normal? What? Pooping blood and you think that that's normal? You had so many years to go to a doctor and get this checked out, but you didn't and you thought that that was normal, right away you could have talked to someone about that. You could have made the necessary plans to, over a weekend perhaps, go to a town and see a doctor and schedule an appointment, especially because medical care is free in the Philippines. They have universal health care. And if you take a second to use Google before making a donation, you would know that. So I'm surprised that so many fans of the show felt this responsibility to help Mary out, maybe because they've been affected by colon cancer. They have a loved one that, you know, has passed from colon cancer. We've all lost people to cancer. So I get that at first there's an emotional response. You want to help people. And it's almost one of those things where you make your own personal experience. You almost like project that onto what someone else is experiencing. Another red flag is that there's no donation goal. Typically when you're saving up for procedures or you need help from a whole bunch of people on these GoFundMe type pages, you set a goal in mind so that people aren't just donating into the void. It's almost like a black hole of how much money can we get from the audience that watches this show, instead of working hard and getting that money ourselves and making wise decisions, because throughout our entire relationship, we've made piss poor financial decisions.
So this costs like 470 pesos?
Yeah,
How much do you think we could sell it all for?
maybe 500.
We are so rich.
Both positive. See?
You know what else is odd about this entire situation is that a couple weeks ago, Brandon and Mary posted that they were making an addition to their house, which right away, how do you have money to make an addition to your house? Well, I think that we found the answer, you guys, because a lot of things don't add up. If they have free healthcare in the Philippines, why would they want donations from people and not set a limit? I'm reading the donations and they're really sad from these people that are writing paragraphs talking about their own battles with cancer, you know, battles that their family members have had with cancer. And right away, I think the emotional thinking got the best of them, because if you take a look at this page and take your emotions out of it, there's no proof of doctor visits. There's no documentation whatsoever. There's no evidence that she does in fact have colon cancer. And to be honest, from the GoFundMe type of pages that I've donated to, there's always been evidence to back it up and a goal in mind. Usually for people that are actually going through these types of situations and need help because they're financially in a bad place and they're struggling, they have enough consideration towards the strangers they're asking money from to provide more details about the situation, what they're going through, how much things cost, just so there's a certain level of transparency, right? And for Mary to not do that, not to mention that Mary has lied about loaded things in the past. She faked a panic attack on 90 Day Fiancé, you guys. You gotta be smarter than this. And I get that the people making donations, it's coming from a good place, but good Lord, you're writing entire paragraphs like, I am sorry to hear about your medical diagnosis. You need to remove the tumor before it ruptures. I highly and urgently recommend making contact with American Christian missionaries and churches in your area. Their resources are wide and fast acting because Almighty God uses them to bring healing to people. The doctor is absolutely correct. You cannot wait to remove the cancer. You will need chemotherapy afterwards. Please educate yourself about fasting and the foods you need to be eating. Get away from all the food with pesticides. Don't consume any meat. Lastly, your body can heal. Your thoughts will determine this outcome. Pray deeply. Have and hold on to your faith. Imagine the cancer being removed and your body killing it. I'm not going to read the whole thing because she wrote a lot more. However, this was a very generous donation, $50 in this economy. And there's a lot more people that have also made generous donations like this and wrote an entire novel wishing Mary well, hoping that she beats the cancer. White Knight Brandon took to IG to say, I humble asking for your financial help for Mary's surgery to remove her colon cancer. Oh yeah, like it's not Mary writing this. You're not slick, girl. You expect us to believe that a native English speaker would type like this? And to set up the GoFundMe the same day you find out, anyone else that found out that they had colon cancer would take a couple days to process this new information. I mean, that's a very scary thing. So it just seems like from the way that you're making these social media posts, not just on your page, but on Brandon's page, from the way it's structured, it's almost like you just came out with merch or something. Like this was planned in advance.
Do you sometimes call her a scammer? It's like she's only happy when she has money, or we're in a hole right now. I was just proposing the idea that we could ask for some help.
The behavior was, as long as she had money, she was great. But when the money wasn't around, she wasn't great. It was, I'm leaving you, we're breaking up, I can't do this anymore, you're not my boyfriend, block, delete, for days.
In America, every single time I got paid, I would send her most of my paycheck, if not all of it.
We got another ironic post from Mary using White Knight Brandon's Instagram. The caption reads, "When she's scared for another surgery but still putting smile on her face." That's how I love about Mary. She's very strong. And then in the picture, it's funny because she's wearing a mask so you can't actually see that there's a smile on her face. And from how this is worded as well, Mary, you're not slick. We know this is you on Brandon's Instagram. Man isn't even in control of his own Instagram. What is he in control of? Because on the GoFundMe, she also said that she's the only one working in her entire family. Well, that doesn't make much sense. That in itself is a lie, because before they got married, she said that her grandpa couldn't attend her and Brandon's wedding because he had to work. So is grandpa all of a sudden not working? There are so many holes in their storyline. And if that's the case, it's been about a year since Brandon's over there and he still doesn't have a job and they work on the internet? How is that possible? They haven't uploaded a YouTube video in like 2 months. Why is that? Is no one working on the YouTube channel? Is that another abandoned project? Like I said earlier, all of this was happening yesterday, and many 90 Day Fiancé fans that have followed their journey and seen them live multiple times both on and off the show started questioning the legitimacy of her claims that she has colon cancer. And in response, White Knight Brandon, or Mary, whoever wrote this out, posted this on Instagram. Mary's been dealing with abdominal pain, vomiting, and always having fever since before. You can't just notice it because she's always happy and energetic in the videos. She's doing a lot of work in the videos to make sure she can make enough money for Midnight and her family. Also, Mary won't go to the doctor before her checkups because she's so scared to know what's going on with her stomach and health. She's scared of bloods and surgeries. So to those people who bash us, just continue being like that and God will handle you. God bless with the heart. Y'all don't speak for God, and that's a very loaded thing to say. In fact, the way that you've handled this entire situation is extremely loaded. And it's perfectly natural for the audience members of this show to have questions because you provided no evidence of visiting the doctor, no receipts. Brandon even claims that she's a scammer and calls her a scammer whenever they get in a fight. So y'all already know that this girl scams, and then you donate money in this economy to this girl. What about the millions of citizens in our country that are struggling? These two don't even like America. They've openly talked shit about America on their YouTube channel. America sucks ass. That's very interesting to say, White Knight Brandon. Also, another question the audience has is where the money came from for Mary's braces. I think that that's a question on a lot of people's minds. Y'all didn't make a GoFundMe for that. Y'all didn't make a GoFundMe for the additions to the house that you were making. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about this, but right away, colon cancer doesn't usually happen to a woman in her age bracket with her kind of diet. There's a lot of things that don't add up because you have money for these additions to the house, but when it comes to this procedure, you want donations and sympathy from everyone, and then you're playing it up on IG. Mary posted on Instagram, "When you want to help the other patients here, but you are the one needing help too, like them." Crying emoji. It sucks. Wish I'm the president so I can give them free medications and surgeries, or I wish I'm a millionaire so I can help them. Heartbreak. It breaks my heart. Wow, Mary, you sure are a great person, wishing that you could provide them free medical care, even though they already have that in the Philippines. That's really swell of you. If you're from the Philippines, let me know in the comments how you would feel if Mary was the president of your country. Someone that told Brandon not to come to the Philippines because he was randomly assigned a seat next to a girl when he was on the way over there. Oh no, Bobby, gaslighting the fans isn't working. They found out that you lied about having colon cancer. Leave Bobby alone. It's not her fault, it's your fault. All of you, the people's fault. And for all you fans that donated to Bobby's fake colon cancer, you're not getting a refund because Bobby said to donate and ask for the money back is not mighty Christian of you. Y'all already know the only people me and Bobby rocking with is the Bobby Nation. Thanks for the donations. Bobby, hold me back. I got another thing to say to the haters. All right? Stay out of our business. It's not our fault that you were gullible enough to believe our scam. You will get no apology from Bobby because Bobby doesn't think she did anything wrong.